They basically told me, Tom, if you do the right thing for everybody that walks through the door, regardless of what that is, and regardless of whether it's in your best interest or not, you're going to do really well. And you'll become a communitarian, and you'll be seen in your community as somebody who is trustworthy. The reason I wanted to be comprehensive in the advice that I gave was because I didn't want to just be compartmentalized. I just didn't want to solve one problem. Because as I was talking to my health insurance clients, they were saying to me, do you do investments? Can you look at my portfolio? I feel like I've got way too much risk here. What would you recommend? What we found more and more and more was that we were attracting people who didn't want to be at risk in the market with 85% of the money that it took them 40 years to save. And that's really the core of our client family. People who, they had money in the market for many years, they worked with an advisor that got them to retirement, but they didn't really feel that the advice that they were getting from that advisor, now that they were on the threshold of retirement, was going to be sustainable through retirement. The one thing that my family and my clients have always told me that I'm good at, what they see me as an educator. And it really didn't matter whether I was coaching high school basketball, or whether I was teaching a class at the local university, or hosting a radio show. It was educate, 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 right? The more information people have, the better equipped they are to solve their own problems. The problem with educating is that at some point, a client also needs to be able to trust an advisor to take them from the education he just provided to them to, okay, now I want you to handle my stuff, right? Whether it's estate planning or long-term care planning, we want somebody to take us through retirement. We don't want to have to deal with this. We don't want to be do-it-yourselfers anymore. And you may have that do-it-yourselfer gene in your system when you're in your late 50s, but I'm going to tell you, when you get to early 70s, you just want to count the money. You just want the money to come into your checking account, and you just want to go live and enjoy your retirement. You don't want to have to, be down in your study, Wednesday night and Saturday morning. After our sons served in Operation Iraqi Freedom, you can't help but become patriotic in that scenario. I was approached by one of my mentors about 9 years ago, and said, listen, we are starting a local charity called Veterans Count. What we do is we're going to raise money for the folks who fall between the cracks of the DoD and the VA. So whether it's PTSD counseling or suicide prevention or job search, job placement problems or issues with housing, transportation, we solve those needs. And what we're proudest of in all of that is that 90% of the money that we raise goes to the people who actually have the problem. So within our industry, right, in recent years, the term fiduciary has been bandied around a lot. And the reality is that I've been holding myself out, and I've been acting within the standards of what is now understood to be a fiduciary role, right? I've been fulfilling those duties for 30 years, right? I mean, our clients have come to us, and if there wasn't a problem that we could solve, we would refer them to somebody who could solve it. In that sense, they get holistic, all-encompassing advice for their entire financial person.